Hiya guys, and welcome back to the Black Country Man Cave. It is a beautifully sunny Sunday morning out there. So I had a little drive up a little earlier on, had a mooch about in the middle aisle, found some Parkside trinkets that I'm hoping they're going to be little gems. So we're going to do a tool review, test them out, see if they're any good. So you know the drill by now guys. Grab yourself a cup of tea, sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and I'll see you down at the bench. Right then guys, let's have a look what we've got. So first of all, we've got the 3-in-1 gas soldering iron set. That was $14.99. We've got a Parkside crimping tool set. That was $12.99. Parkside wire stripper for $3.99. Set of 6 electrical tape for $1.99. 3M duct tape for $2.49. Screwdriver set for $4.99. Multi-purpose detector for $9.99 and $1.99 for a hook and loop strap set. So let's do an unboxing and have a little play and see if they're any good or not. Right, favourite part of any Sunday afternoon is doing some unboxing, so here we go. And we've got this quite nice black case. Let's have a look. Oh, nice latches. Right, let's have a look what we got. So we've obviously got the soldering iron there. We've got some solder, some filling tips for the gas. We've got the sponge which you wet and obviously clean your tip off with. Some different tips there, and a shroud which I'm going to guess is for using when you're doing heat shrinking. Right, so I've familiarised myself with how it works. I've filled it up with some gas. Let's have a go. So there is a large switch on the back, which is what ignites it. There's a button down there that you hold and it clicks in when you pull that, and then it stays on continuously when you're doing soldering. And there's also a lever down here which controls the flow from low to high. So you pull back on that, you can hear it going. If you push down on that lever and let go, that stays in, and you can probably hear that that is coming through, and it's quite difficult to see, but here this glows like an orangey colour, and that's showing you that it's getting hot. So let's have a go with a little bit of solder. It takes about 30 seconds to get hot, but I'm pretty impressed with that. That's melted that, no problem at all. Right, let's clean that off. And then to turn it back off again, click on that, and after a second or so the gas stops, and there you go. That is still hot, by the way. You've got to be careful of that. The true test of any soldering iron is to actually solder something. So with my big fat belly as a lovely backdrop, I'm going to try and solder these. I'm going to use the solder that came in the kit. Let's turn it around so you can see it. Unfortunately I can't get that to focus on there any better, but let's have a go. Pull a length out. Let it warm up a bit. I don't know whether you can see that glowing or not. It's really hard to show. I can feel the heat on the back of my hand from here, so it's definitely hot. So, tin the nib. So like any soldering iron, it does take a while to heat up. There we go, got it running. So it's a little bit slow, but it has gone and it has soldered it. let that cool down a sec. That's had plenty of time to cool down now, so let's try it. And it's really difficult to show on camera. It has soldered all the way around, apart from a tiny bit there, but that's a good solder, that's strong. Right, so I'm going to try the shrink wrap fitting now, but I've got to let this cool down first, so I'll be back in a moment. The tip is a little bit warm still, so I'm going to use a pair of pliers just so I don't burn myself. But you just pinch the tip and unscrew it, and then the guard then just slides over like so, and then we get a piece of shrink wrap, get our piece of wire, slide that over. I'm going to pop that back in the vise. And again, just click, push the button, and hold it over. Again, it's quite difficult to see on camera, but that has actually shrunk that really well. Yep, that's on solid. Maybe wants a little bit more on the ends, but yeah, that's good. I like that. I generally use a hot air gun, or I actually use the back of my soldering iron to do that, which doesn't do the iron any good, so that might be a very useful little tool, that. So it's done a pretty decent job of soldering, but it does have another trick up its sleeve. If you remove this piece on the end, it turns into a blowtorch. So undo the knurled nut, let that piece slide at the bottom, and put that piece back on, like so. And then when you light it then, it produces a blowtorch flame, and I reckon this is going to be pretty useful for burning onto small pieces of timber. Got quite a small controlled flame, so you can probably do some quite accurate burning, which looks great on feature pieces. I'm impressed with that. So for 15 quid, I'm going to say that is a bargain. The gas seems to be lasting quite well, actually. I was a bit concerned that it was just going to, like, you know, 30 seconds a minute and then gone, but I've been playing with this for quite a bit off camera, and that's lasted quite well. And the gas is pretty cheap anyway, so yeah, that's a good little tool. I'm definitely going to get some use out of that. Right, let's move on to the next one. So, first impressions, you get a lot of these ferrules. There's a lot in there, all various sizes. Looks like we've got some instructions here. Let's have a look. Diagram that side, and that's just safety instructions. Don't work on live stuff, which is obvious. Not the most detailed of instructions, but shows you all the ferrules at the top, what you've got of each type. 300 of the 0.5, 40 of the 10mm. So get a fair bit of stock in there. Obviously you get your crimping tool. I guess that's locked, yep. Oh, how does that unlock? There we go. There's a little lock underneath there. Right, let's try one out. Okay, so got I think this is 0.2mm cable, I'm not sure. Slide that all the way in, and then I had a quick look at the instructions, and it shows to crimp right just on the bar bit, the ferrule bit. So place that in, squeeze it, and let's see if I can get this close to the camera. Is it going to focus? Come on. Yeah, you can see it's put like ribs in there, and that's crimped. Is it tight? That is tight. I'm pulling as hard as I can on that. That's not coming off. I'm impressed with that. That's really good. Really impressed with that. So that's a nice way of tidying up the end of your cables when you're doing electrics work. I do a lot of electric work with cables this size, so these are going to come in very handy. Yeah, I like that. I'll just try out a connector block. Oh, that's brilliant. I'm pulling pretty hard on that. That is not coming out. This, impressed. I'm going to get a lot of use out of this. That's brilliant. So for $12.99, that is a no-brainer. I might even get another one. In fact, I'm pretty sure I will get another one. Right, what's next? Parkside screwdrivers. I do love electrical screwdrivers. Right, let's have a look. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, set of 8. Right. First impressions. Feel nice in the hand. I like the texture of that. The tips feel okay. Proof is in the pudding. Let's have a look. Oh, that has immediately bent. I don't know if you can see that. It's immediately bent. Okay, there is a small one, but still, I wasn't exactly cranking that hard on that. Where's the next size up? There we go. Will that fit? That one's better. Yeah, it is a small screwdriver, so perhaps I just cranked a little bit too hard on it, but yeah, I'd expect it to last a little bit longer than that. But I do love these. This is the Aldi set that I've got, and they're fairly similar. Proof of the pudding will be at work. How long will they last? The Phillips, where's the big Phillips gone? So this one is going to get a lot of use at work. We use it for adjusting the cabs, and we have a tendency to wear the ends out quite quickly. Well, in saying that, the Aldi ones have lasted quite well. But yeah, right. Can't really do much testing on these. They're going to go to work and see how long they last. I'll let you know in a few months' time. Moving on to the hook and loop set. Right. That's a bit fiddly. Yeah, it's quite strong. Yeah. That's a bit fiddly getting that in there, but apart from that, yeah, not much else I can test on them, but I think they're going to get some use as well. Definitely when I'm using my camera rigs and I want to attach a cable to it, like so. Yeah, give you use for them. Another bargain. Let's have a look at the tape. Now it says 3M tape on it, so it should be legit 3M tape. Can't get it open, come on. Yeah, that's sticky, that. Yep, that's the stuff. I'll get a few more of them. That one gets a thumbs up when we get it in shot. Well, it's quite narrow. Let's get a bit of cable. Right, that's very sticky. I wasn't expecting much from these, to be fair, but that's good. Right, let's try a bit of cable. Let's see if we were like taping the end of a bit of cable off. Oh, well, that's not a good start. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, for $1.99, definitely going to call that one a win as well. Definitely. I'll probably get some more of them because I do use them quite a lot at work. So, brilliant. Let's move on to the next one. Sticking with wiring, let's try the Parkside wire stripper. Some instructions. Not particularly detailed, but I'll give them a peruse later. So you've got a selection. It's difficult to show again. Let's get you in focus. You've got a selection of gauges there. So we got 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 and 20 gauge there. Just a step 1 and step 2 there, and a cutter there. There's a 8 to 13 mil cutter there, and a stripper there. So there's a blade in there where I'm pointing. So you'd obviously put your thicker cable in there and pull to strip it. And there is a lock down here to lock it off when it's not in use. Pull it to open. So let's try. I'm going to guess it's that one. Oh, okay, that was pretty good. And there's one strand in there, I think. Yeah. Okay, so it has took one strand with it, but for a wire stripper, that's pretty good. That's good. And the cutter, not bad. Let's try something thicker. So let's have a go with the wire stripper. So the instructions say to clip that, lock that, and then, oh, I've gone that the wrong way around. Put that in. That's a bit tight. Lock that. Pull. And there, you can see the cut there and the thumbnail is. It hasn't gone all the way through. I suppose in one way that's a good thing because it's not going to cut the inner cores. Right. That, I'm not sure about that one. Well, once you get it going, it's alright, but I don't know if that needs to be a little bit deeper. Let's try again. Oh, okay, that worked. Alright, that's alright, that's not bad. It's not going through to the other cable, so that's a plus. So you're not going to damage them. So that's pretty good. Doubt that'll cut those, but we'll try it. No. Not all in one anyway. Let's try a single one. Yeah, did it. So we'll do one at a time. Let's try the cutter in the end. And the instructions say to lock it and spin it, and it should pull off. It worked, but it has damaged the cable, so yeah, I think this is designed for twin and earth cable, to be honest. But yeah, the instructions aren't the clearest, but I'll figure that out in due course. Right, I'm going to say for, I think it was $3.99. Yeah, I'm going to say that's a win as well. I like that. Be interested to see how long it lasts. It is designed for DIY, but that probably is going to come to work with me, and we'll see if it's any good, see if it lasts. But yeah, quite small, so convenient. Drop it in your holster pocket, your trousers. Yep, like that one. Thumbs up. Final one, let's see how good this is. It's a Parkside multi-purpose detector. I have used different brands of these in the past, and I'm not a massive fan because I find they're too inaccurate. So, ooh, good thick instruction book. Yeah. That's good. Comes with batteries, that's always a bonus. So let's fire him up. Oh, that's a bit stiff. There we go. Oh, let's pull the screen cover off. Right, I'm back. So I had a little look at it, I looked through the instructions, and to be honest, it's really simple. So push the on off button to turn it on, and then the what I'm going to call it the play button is the select button. So there's an arrow there which shows you what you're over. So it's now on stud detection, metal object detection, so that'll be pipes and other metal stuff. That's void detection, so a big deep void in the plaster and the brickwork, it'll detect that. And that is alternating current detection. And then there's sensitivity buttons here, so 1 being the lowest, 2 to 3. So that'll just change the sensitivity of the cables. I'm not really sure what the purpose of that is, because surely you'd always want it on the most sensitive. But so to operate it, you simply hold it in place. That's where it senses there, and you push the button, hold it, and a tick comes up in the corner, and then obviously while you're scanning, you wait for the tick to stop flashing, and then you obviously wave it over. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I don't rely on these, because they do just go off randomly. But I'm gonna have to change the camera now. I'm gonna have to hand hold it for a little bit, and we're gonna try some different stuff, see if it works. Back in a second. Right, we're going to try it on the ceiling, because that's the easiest place for me to locate a stud, because everywhere else is just covered in junk, as you can see. So let's try and get this camera angle right. So where are we? So I know that there's a stud here because I didn't fill any of my screw holes in my ceiling to make them easy to take down afterwards. So I'm going to offer it up off the thing. Can we see this? So you hold until the tick flashes and it double beeps at you, and then if I slowly drag it across, you'll see the bars come up. So it's telling me there's a stud there, which is correct. And if I keep going, it comes past where the stud is. So that's not bad, actually. Not bad at all. One thing I will say, I know for a fact that the stud's there, and I've just tried it off camera, and look, nothing. So yeah, a bit weird that. Let's try metal. So click that over to metal. Now I haven't got any metal buried in any more walls, so the only thing I can do is use these brackets. So yeah, did pick it up, but it's still picking it up now. That might be picking up my lathe, to be fair. Let's try that way. So it's working. Let's try a screw. So yeah, it picks it up. So yeah, that's pretty accurate actually. I'm pleased with that. Right, we have to go into the house now to do buried cables because all of my electrics are surface mounted, so can't show you that. So back in 2 seconds. Right, so we're in my kitchen now and we're going to try this socket. So I've just took the cover off and I know that there is a cable coming roughly in the centre up the wall. So hold the button, wait for the tick to stop flashing, wait for the double beep, and then slowly. So it is showing it roughly in the centre. Now this is my pet hate with these, is that carried on beeping there, and it's showing that the stuff there. Now this isn't a criticism of this Parkside model. This happens with most detectors, but it is finding that cable. So it's missed it there. And again, why is that missing it now? There we go. Yeah, these are a good tool, but I don't rely on them. I generally will double check. I will take the sockets off, look which way the cables are going, things like that. Occasionally, if I've got a wall unit coming up, I'll actually make a hole in the wall back behind where the cupboard's going, so I can actually see the runs. So, but yeah, not a bad tool, and it will give you an idea that there is something there. So, good little safety thing to have in your toolbox. So yeah, that's not bad for a tenner. That's okay. That's also going to get a thumbs up. Back in the man cave, guys, and yeah, really pleased with that. It's a good bit of kit actually for a tenner. It's pretty decent. It's fairly accurate. Certainly on the studs, it was really accurate. And there is a nifty little feature that I have spotted. I had to look it up in the instructions. But there's this strange little kind of round thing there. I've had to use a screwdriver to get it going. But it's actually got a little tiny pencil in there. So you can obviously mark, you know, when you find something on the wall, you can mark it. Nifty little feature, but I don't think it's going to get that much use. It'll probably get lost on the first week, but there you go. Yeah, the void sensor bit, I'm going to have to try and test that at work, because I haven't really got anything I can test it on here. But yeah, that's a thumbs up for that as well. So yeah, I'm really pleased with the haul. The wire stripper, it'll be interesting to see if I use that much. I do have a different type of stripper that I do tend to use more. This is from Aldi, I think it was. yeah, Aldi Work Zone. These are really good, guys. If you ever see these and you do a little bit of electronics, then definitely get a set of these because they are brilliant. So it's a strip out and wire crimper it all in one, but maybe I'll do a review on them soon. But yeah, interested to see if that lasts very long. I'm going to take it to work, we'll see. Really pleased with these. I think these are going to get a hell of a lot of use because I do quite a lot of electronics. And so it's a nice neat way of getting the ends of your cables tidy. Be interested to see if I can solder the ends of them. I'll try that later on. What else have we got? So the screwdrivers, yeah, again we're going to have to see how they fare at work, but they do feel quite solid. I bash the living daylights out of my screwdrivers because they're cheap, and they're still going, so be interested to see if these are any good. The tape, yeah, feels pretty good quality. Again, that's going to work. That's going to get a fair bit of a hammering, as is the gaffer tape or the duct tape. Yeah, I think I spent about 60 quid in total, I think it was. Yeah, and I'm pleased. Yeah, I can't wait for the next lot of stuff to come out. I'm going to be on my laptop every night trying to wait to see what's coming next. So thank you very much for watching until the end, guys. If you've enjoyed this video, maybe please consider hitting the like and the subscribe button. Maybe drop me a nice comment down below. Maybe consider watching one of my other videos. I'm enjoying this process, so I'm going to be doing a load more of these in the future. So from me, Mark, in the Black Country Man Cave, have a wonderful day. I will see you on the next one. Goodbye for now.